everyone, welcome back to the channel. The month of August I've done a whole kind of genre cut down on sci-fi on the blog, but I also wanted to talk about sci-fi on YouTube as well. So today we're talking through a deep dive into modern sci-fi gems. This is not going to include any classic sci-fi that I think everyone's already heard of before. I'm going to do a different video talking about classic, but this is more modern sci-fi that I think people should have been reading just because it brings a lot to the genre and it has created new interest in it by a lot of people, which you'll understand why I go through it. So first is the free body problem. So this novel follows a scientist as she makes first contact with an alien species, and that civilization is on the brink of collapse or destruction, and it follows the themes of first contact and what you would do to save your people, and also it talks about kind of limits of human understanding. You can't quite understand everything due to the limitations in time that we have. So yeah, I don't want to go into too much detail, but they've also made this into a TV show recently, which is on Netflix, which I really loved watching as well. And yeah, it's just a great series. The reason why it's such a gem is it's just been hailed as such a complex storyline. Whilst having a very hard sci-fi approach, it is very detailed and complex and intricate, and there's issues that come up that are both scientific and philosophical concepts that make you really think. It's a very thought-provoking book in general. Next up is the Expanse series by James Corey. This is a space opera that opens up with the Leviathan wakes, and it follows a crew of people in space who uncover a conspiracy theory and that things are happening that shouldn't be happening, which could threaten the overall peace that we currently have in space. And then epic battles ensue, things happen, and there's a lot of really good character development throughout. The reason why you should read this one is it's a real complex and intricate book, but there's a very realistic sense of space travel. It also has that complex political decisions which you often see in epic fantasies as well, so if you enjoy that political side of things, then you probably enjoy The Expanse too. And The Expanse has also been turned into a TV series, and it was just a stunning visual of space throughout, so I definitely recommend it if you enjoy sci-fi in your TV shows as well as books. I promise not all the books on this list are also TV shows. Number 3 is An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green. So this is when a main character, April May, discovers a mysterious statue that has appeared all across the globe in multiple cities, and she kind of discovers this. She becomes a viral sensation, and it's all about conspiracy theories and self-discovery. This is a gem because it's very low sci-fi compared to some of the other books. It's based in a current modern world. There's a lot of focus on kind of the internet virality and that kind of socio-economic culture, as well as the personal developments of our main characters, as well as the mystery unfolding. Number 4 is Children of Time by Adrian Tchaikovsky. If you know me at all, you'll know that I love Adrian Tchaikovsky's work. I love his fantasy books as well as his sci-fi books, and I'm really excited to add this one to the list. And Children of Time is all about how humans try to colonize other planets and then try to terraform a planet, and this caused catastrophic destruction, and then they created sentient intelligent spiders, which are terrifying. I'm terrified of spiders anyway. Why does it always have to be spiders? But it really discusses kind of that survival evolution and the issues that come about when we start changing things where we shouldn't be doing so. The whole book is a really imaginative concept and really thought-provoking narrative throughout, and I just really enjoyed all of the world building in this story and how it makes you think about more conventional sci-fi tropes more and kind of changes what you think of them. Number 5 is Gideon the Ninth. I loved Gideon the Ninth. It's basically necromancy in space. So there's a load of fantastical elements to it. It kind of borders into fantasy, but because it's in space and it is way more orientated to sci-fi, that's where it changes its tone. And it follows Gideon, who is drawn into a competition along with someone else on their planet who they do not like. And yeah, there's loads of really richly developed characters. There's some twists and turns of along the way, and it's just a really interesting read. The concept itself is so different to any other sci-fi I've read, and I think it's because it has that really clear mix of this gothic fantasy, necromancy, magic system, and then sci-fi elements as well, and I just really enjoyed it, so I think you would too. Then we have Red Mars series, which is another trilogy, and it's another trilogy that follows terraforming a planet, because humans love to do that apparently. And it really delves into the political, social and environmental challenges of building a new world for us and the issues that come with that. This is another sci-fi book that's really deep on the hard sci-fi. It's really accurate in the scientific portrayals throughout the story, and it's a really complex and intricate plot as well. And because it's based on Mars, it's still very close to home, so it feels a little bit different to some of the other books where you are just in space in a completely different area, different planet. This feels a bit more like closer to where we are today than anything else. And then finally at number 7, I have The Space Between Worlds. This is a multiverse book, and you can actually travel between alternate realities, with our main character being able to travel between them and uncovering dark secrets, complex plots, you name it, she's finding it. This takes on a different take than some of the other books on this. It talks about the complexities of living in a multiverse and how that is controlled within this world where you can switch between them. It's got a really inventive theme in general, and they just makes it stand out even more in this genre. So there you have it, 7 modern gems for the sci-fi genre. Let me know if you've already read any of these and how much you did or didn't like them, or let me know if there's any that I should be adding to my list to pick up at some point. Whether you're into space opera, dystopian or multiverses, there's something for everyone in sci-fi, and I definitely recommend it if you're not already a reader of sci-fi to pick up at least some of the books on this list. And I really hope you enjoyed this deep dive on sci-fi. I'm going to be doing a few other videos. I don't know if it's coming out before or after this one, but keep watching and I hope you enjoy them. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.